Chicago?
Big wide, good money shit, man. Wick is lit coming soon. We out here in Cali vibing, no jumper, man, you know. Go with him.
That be going crazy.
I know I be trolling. I'm gonna show you how to troll, though. Come on.
That nigga dead, nobody care about what he did or what he said. Man, his homie killing ends, but shit, at least them niggas slid. I can't tell you what I did, no cap, cause most of them niggas dead. I can't tell you what I did, cause I'll probably be in the feds, gang shit. Better ask about drill wick, I change shit, change whips, hit a few niggas up with the same blick. I just ran up 30,000 last week, ain't changed fits. When it's violence in my community, you already know they blame wick. Hey, Keno felt that fat could run no more, he thought it was over. 2 Glocks on like 2 pistols, he knew it was a close one. Goofy came my block, he got one off, but now he toasted. Glock 23, I call it tally, cause this bitch a blower. Druid really grew up my overtext and I ignored her. Take pictures with all my fans, fuck that, my supporters. Start my bitch a bitch, she scratch our goals and I support her. Call my phone's 100 in, what's the order? Boy, this shit ain't new to me, I've been spending on the ops. Druid, he a bastard, I ain't grow up with a pops. I was out ditching school, testing my accuracy on they block. They say, why they call you drills? Cause I really been on the lot. Shooters know the shooters, and the killers know the killers. You niggas don't look familiar, I don't know none of you niggas. And I'm jumping out on feet, but caught my first one out the window. And if we ain't DOA him, then he was fighting in a spittle. Seen shit walking down, the gun jammed, he thought it was over. Merely died, a nigga got hit in his head, but God was over him. Rocket had put pin them niggas crazy cause he folded. Tane ain't had to say shit when he got that room, but he told it. Boy, this shit ain't new to me, I've been spending on the ops. You niggas ain't kill shit, videos the only thing you drop. I'm a low-end terrorist, I really spit every block. Call me Druid Osama, I done went up on all the ops. That nigga dead, nobody care about what he did or what he said. Man, his homie killing ends, but shit, at least them niggas slid. I can't tell you what I did, no cap, cause most of them niggas dead. I can't tell you what I did, cause I'll probably be in the feds.
You don't walk around here at night. Yes, sir. Give a kid you, strip you, and take it to
Every big one.
I'm a trophy round this bitch, nigga. They call me big homie. Master level, bro, you drop me, you get like 10 bodies. Payroll let you celebrate it. Don't be his 10 body. Undefeated heavyweight, nigga, I think I'm big baby. Half a brick, slapped it all grams, these horns go crazy. Slap his bitch, knock down his man, Javante Davis. We hang niggas, cab the clan, come get your shit painted. Drop bodies and bags to plan, ain't nothing gon' change me. Rambo, I stand on my name, they know I pop shit. Dirty choppers at my mama house, she know we drop shit. Get in the streets, take will come with it. You bet not snitch, we slump shit everywhere in my city. I cannot flip. In the cell, 8 with his mans looking at his portrait. Like, damn, cuz, what happened to him? I know you salty. Sugar turn to shit, you get static with your partner. They start scratching with some pits. He can't shake up out that coffin. They was calling, trying to squash it, don't want war with us. Mama house blew up, dude got his noodle touched. At Geno's, caught him lacking, took my 40, smacked him up. Man, y'all lucky we is on camera, I'd have built your ass up. We started stepping around this bitch, I bet they vouch for it. Little niggas look up to me, don't know we dropped they big homies. Out of town hunt niggas, I always got my stick on me. I took a life when niggas took some shit from me. Gangsters moving silence, we don't post nothing. I promote violence, they go smoke some. Shit kill O'Neal, with an AR gillos and go post up. My baby 24, R.I.P. Kobe, he gon' show up. Sit you next to Kobe, brother, then scratch off doing donuts. Let Giants sleep. Why y'all won't come fuck with me? These niggas spinning around, think they tough as me. Shooting shit from up the street. How could you ever think that you had nuts like these? Gonna be another chapter in our killing spree. Payroll, how you catch me, bro? You go crazy, I'm still stepping though. Smack this shit with hollows back to back and watch this head come off. 19, he got bodies, a real gangster. Gang, I'm vouching for him. They know my name, I threw this bitch for crushing shit. I ain't no local joke. Drop me, you gon' die. Bet my brother smoking shit, one of them niggas. Know my son gon' be a man character with his switch complete, not mission. You ain't right about your brother, but if I smack one of your bitches on camera, your pussy ass probably be laying in my bushes. We stay dangerous when in the chamber, bro. My mama raised a gangster. I'ma die dying. They gon' have my funeral at a stadium. It's us or y'all. I don't trust a soul. My city small, everybody related. Got cousins and brothers we don't know about. Lot of niggas getting money, I don't matter. Killers control the clout. I had static with millionaires when I was worth an ounce, couldn't get me dropped. I still got my glizzy out. Jumping, I'll be getting down. We hit the whole city with choppers, don't come through here. Playing around, my papa shot my daddy, cuz it's in my blood to slang his arm. Long way from 8 balls, all that money gon' put us over the top. If you ain't CAB, you a op. That's just how we rock race killers in the ghetto. Call out of town, they come through, pop your top, nigga. You a op. That's just how we rock race killers in the ghetto. Call out of town, they come through, pop your top. You a op.
say he told me killed him in my way. Bounce out on his block with Drake and Blast. He run, he done that chop, eat up his face. We do his and bounce back in them cars, we right back towards the 8. Bitches claim they love me, they just love that sack, I made her wait. We scratch out the scene and this bitch get to screaming, this is straight. Ski on, they ain't see me, I'm dogging the demon past the Jake. Don't claim that you need me, you just want that cheese and I'm gonna make you wait. Threw her up and he went easy, happy he grabbed a bait. They call me go cause I stand on all 10 and I go get shit done. I don't care about niggas, I could treat them boys just like my son. I'll pop out, switch on me, FN on me, play, then you done. You know how we bounce out on your block, we hop out chopsticks, please don't run. Told that bitch she come suck me up, I might toss her some hunts. We get bored, it ain't shit else to do, so we go on some hunts. We suit up, we go load up the clips, fuck the stick, grab the drum. Catch a face and I'm gon' whack her, put his bitch ass in that trunk. We gon' spin, it's like 3 o'clock, but we ain't tired. One of my brothers jump your gate and you play crazy, then you down. Let's play faces red, I keep telling 30, don't join the lie. Lil D chases ass, burn my twin cause we get real salami. I put that gin up to his face, he closed his eyes. Lil folks got a face shot and somehow up to this damn day he's still alive. How your gun, nigga, cause this the rack and most just don't survive. Out that window with that jerko playing pros and cons slime. We chase face cars, I heard that E-Soul come with like 10. We gon' still take that little scrap fuck if it's Ghost Lock or a gin. I love Ben Frank, I think me and bro could be best friends. Heard he died for this gang, I bet he won't do that again. Switchy smack his face, Drench switching lanes, watch how this go. Niggas ain't me blunt, they scraps, let's be for real, them boys some hoes. We hit Parnell so much at this point, I'ma just say we own it. How they say they spinning blocks, we spin they blocks, they ain't even on them.
We ride AMGs and tracks, ain't none stolen. Drakes up on our trail, we give them hell. We forever rolling. Catch a face, we leave them bait. For that pay, no throwaways. F&N's and Drakes, leave them late. Tavy demon time, no time to wait. Fredo twin up, we grew up on the 8. We some headhunters for that paper. Call them 6 in the morning, like pop out, we got a face. Caught that face, SRT track talk, no matter, we getting away. Fuck the Jakes, fuck the steak. E-way barely touch my brake. After we fuck, you gotta get up. Hell no, you can't touch my face. Keep my Drake, SRT, we dog down the whole 8. Lil' Rob called me like pop out, we got it straight. Now we straight.
What's up? Shout out to the real niggas and the real bitches. This Los bitch, get in. Gang. Shout out my nigga 062 Sean. Shout out to my nigga Henry. What up, gang? Shout out to my nigga KS2. I know that's folks, man. Well, that's good, gang. I ain't gonna call you a government, but that's my boy. Let's go, Big Y. Go. Shout out to my nigga Eastside M thing. Gang, gang, gang. Shout out to all my drummer world niggas, man. On my mama. My mama, man. Real niggas know what's going on, man. Yeah. Woo! Boy, them days on 79th and motherfucking Jeffries be bussin'. You hear me, man? I got pneumonia. I've been gone. Damn, I'm sorry, gang. I hope you feel better, G. I ain't gonna lie. On some real nigga shit, I was in the hospital all last night, bro. I just got out the hospital, like, early this morning, like 10, 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had some shit going on, you know? But hopefully it's not pneumonia, because I've been sleeping with my air conditioner on, too. You know, I've been having, you know, little goofy-ass pains left and right. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, it was a little stress, too. You know what I'm saying? What up, Miss Ashby? You know what I'm saying? I get, you know, whatever's going on, I got to get that shit right, you know? You know? I be, you know? I be letting my whole trick me and shit, you know? But, yeah, I'm good, though, G. I'm happy you good, though, G, but... You know what I'm saying? But I've been having, like, when I touch my chest, when I sneeze, my chest hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, hopefully ain't pneumonia, G. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they said my air and shit was clear and all that type shit. So, you know, hopefully I'm just tripping, you know? It's some real nigga shit. Hopefully I'm just tripping, you know? But shout out to the real niggas and real bitches worldwide, man. Y'all know what's going on. Straight like that. Let me go. Speaking of which, let me grab some juice so we can start this shit up, man. We're gonna get this bitch busting. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no juice. I got water. Damn. I forgot you need to bring me some water in this bitch. not gonna close the door, Junior. Don't worry. Boy, I stay on my shit. They know I drop shit. At my mama's house, they know I pop shit. For shit show. Hey, bro, I said the same shit when it happened. I say, folk, you at a bar called Pork Chop, G? Niggas gotta be careful, G. Oh, my mama. Niggas gotta be careful. That's a joke. I know if it was if the devil was a real person. You know what I'm saying? If hell was real, gang. Folk, you just gotta know that the devil gonna be joking on them niggas. Like I thought you took your shahada, B. The fuck you doing at the pork chop, nigga? There ain't no such thing as devil. So, no. I don't even matter. But it's just funny, though. Okay, blazing, though. I just clicked that just for. Where the fuck why I clicked it? I clicked that to watch later. I just tried to. I'm trying to switch the fucking stream so everybody can see the shit. Y'all know me, I be tripping and shit, type shit. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, I just had to click that shit 3 times, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's me, bitches. How you doing? You get a bussin'. That's how Junie be talking. How you doing?
Chicago getting one up on numerous.
Not Zesty. What the fuck? How, gang?
In the early morning hours of Saturday, the 10th of May 2025, another tragedy would strike in the streets of Chicago. At 1:20 a.m., a group of people were leaving a Chicago barbecue restaurant and bar when suddenly shots rang out. 3 men would be hit, with 2 of them passing away later in hospital and the 3rd miraculously surviving. Shocking footage of injured people lying on the ground was recorded by passers-by and would later circulate on the internet and social media.
Yep, Reddit. I gotta go to Reddit and find that, y'all.
Of injured people lying on the ground was recorded by passers-by and would later circulate on the internet and social media. The video was captioned that stuff can get wild in Chicago, but that was an understatement. As 2 days after this brazen double homicide, the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper would reveal that one of the men killed was a leader of one of the most notorious gangs in Chicago history, Oblock, a notorious faction of the larger Black Disciples street gang. The article recognized one of the people hit as Munna Duke, real name Rashawn Vance, as an associate of the infamous drill rapper and Oblock's most prominent member, King Von, whilst also mentioning how Duke himself had actually been identified as one of the head honchos of the Oblock criminal enterprise during the trial of the so-called Oblock 6, a deadly hit squad that had been convicted for racketeering and murder of the popular gangster disciple rapper FBG Duck. Munna Duke and King Von went way back, and while Von has been worshipped as Oblock's most vicious shooter, allegedly getting away with 7 murders before becoming a rapper and losing his life suddenly in 2020 when King Von was writing his lyrics, he would identify Duke as one of his most effective hitmen, giving him the menacing nickname King Kong. With Duke's name being attached to up to 4 gruesome murders in Oblock's gang war, he was not only a feared gangster, but he was also a veteran of the gang war in Chicago, having survived over a decade of violence and outliving many of his most famous peers in his set. The hit that claimed the lives of Duke and another Oblock member called Youngin, real name Darrell Givens, while injuring one other man, took place almost 20 miles away from the Parkway Gardens housing complex that Oblock controls. The much more affluent north side, which is mostly inhabited by well-off middle-class families, likely felt like a place where these 2 seasoned gangsters could let their guard down and enjoy a fun and relaxing night out. But just like the rapper FBG Duck had likely felt safe when he was shopping in the high-end Gold Coast shopping district right before getting...
Bro, I've been telling niggas this since the beginning of me doing YouTube. Bro, I don't know why. I don't know why niggas think they be safe. Hey, yo, man, I'm streaming. Don't call me back when I'm done. What's up? I'm straight. I'm working. I'll call you back when I'm done. Alright. Bro, check this out. I've been telling niggas, I don't know why niggas think they safe to shake ass when they with a wife you at. When I see white people, make sure that bitch cocked. I mean, come on, this is me. My gun already cocked. I don't leave out the bathroom without my gun. Like, whenever that bitch loaded, it's cocked. I don't never walk around with a weapon after. This ain't a movie. Hey, you think y'all niggas is ready for this? We ready, beat? Nah, the nigga that cocks his gun is the nigga that dies. I know plenty of niggas that tried to cock their gun, and that's a whole nother story. We're gonna leave that to the past. What I'm saying is this. People see the terrain change and they get comfortable. Me personally, I used to get super comfortable downtown. Oh, let me clean my lens off. I'm pretty sure I got something in my shit to clean it, but who gives a fuck? I ain't got time to be looking for all that shit. Let me check it out. No, what I'm saying is this, gang. It been plenty of times, bro. Okay. It been plenty of times, G, when niggas been in situations like, I used to go downtown a lot. And I used to be comfortable downtown. But I've never thought like, you know what, it can't go. Because I watched my best friend / my brother get killed down there. He got killed down there at the Taste of Chicago. So, I mean, even before he died, you know what, I would have never thought. I would have thought downtown was a place where nothing never happened. I thought downtown is where wishes come true. That's what I used to think. Until I watched Roy die down there, and I was like, you know what? It can get like that. And ever since I watched my best friend die down there, I never looked at it the same. So I knew that I knew better to play like that. But a lot of niggas think, you know, after you see what happened, so many niggas get clapped downtown. Maybe before Duck niggas was getting clapped downtown, he was just the biggest name to get killed down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why niggas.
Brutally gunned down by 6 friends of Duke and Youngin. These two would also learn the hard way that when you live by the gun, there's no place in Chicago where you can hide or escape. In many ways, it was a miracle that Duke had even made it to 2025 with his life intact, but unfortunately for him, the streets never forget. And even more shocking than his brazen assassination is what happened next, as numerous gang sets that have had issues with Oblock over the years would all begin peeking out from the shadows, some hinting at being responsible for the murder, while others affiliated with some of the most famous gangs that would have wanted to kill Duke begged for peace and called for both sides not to retaliate, all while the online sleuths and Reddit detectives had been working overtime to try and solve who and what.
You better stop sucking dick. I really don't feel like it's ECW Southwest of business, but we'll be on soon. First we just got
might have caused this latest tragedy to hit Oblock. The murder of Duke, one of their oldest and most feared members, has been one of the most devastating losses that Oblock has ever suffered, but it also represents the tables turning on this once fearsome Chicago gang. As for years, Oblock and their Get Back gang had orchestrated untold violence. You
see this, you see a bunch of dead niggas and goofies. Goofy. Geechee Goofy. Snitchy Goofy. Goofy. Shout out to my nigga Lamont. You know I'll fuck with you. Goofy. He cool just cause that's folks' brother. Goofy. Dead Goofy. Another dead Goofy. A snitch rat Goofy. And another Goofy. Presumably dead. I don't know who the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of Goofies. And a bop. Another Goofy that never did nothing. Bro, if you watch a documentary, they gonna tell you she got 20 hats. She never even caught a sun visor. The bitch couldn't catch a frisbee. But we gonna move on.
Had orchestrated untold violence on the street of Chicago, getting one up on numerous other gangs in the area. But now, with the death of Duke, everyone is pointing the finger. So today, we're going to take a closer look at Duke's street history, the alleged murders that he was associated with, the gangs in Chicago that hated him, and the insane theories about exactly which people might have carried out this bold assassination without a single care for their safety or freedom.
Ski avocado. Oh, yeah, good, my boy.
What's up, man? We're Oblock, man. It's your boy King Boy.
TSG 3-way. So tell us about the Jado Jump Out Boys. Who all is that?
It's a lot of us.
BD actors, they was trying to say y'all renegade BDs.
Once upon, like, you know, blew up, started rapping because he always, say my name and things like that. So they like, man, who is Duke? Who is Duke? For the people that didn't know like who I was, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, at part 363 Adam, it was a dark four-door vehicle. The subject jumped out, shot at close range, got back in and fled northbound on State. Male black, 6 foot with dreads and a white t-shirt and jeans. 6'3", go ahead.
Bro, that's anybody. I know who killed Gang Get Right.
Police have released surveillance pictures of three suspects they say are wanted for murder.
Look, J-Lo got his ass smoked.
31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. He raps
Fucking
under the name
aggression.
FBG Cash.
Off of that block where they don't pay, I'm out bail, take his face.
Do y'all homework. It's looking like this BD on BD crime right now. Do y'all homework.
BD on BD crime.
How was it growing up on Front Street?
It was fun.
061, man. SSR. L dollar sign, man.
What y'all heard? I ain't out here seeing talking on my ass like these dudes, bro. Folks them killed T-Roy and Vaughn killed that. No matter what the fuck y'all say.
It's also one of them people, bro, like, even if y'all think he forgave.
My ass like these dudes, bro. Folks them killed T-Roy and Vaughn killed that. No matter what the fuck y'all say.
It's also one of them people, bro, like.
Hey, what's his name? Joshua? You just be talking, man. You can't listen to him.
Even if y'all think he forgave a motherfucker, bro, he don't forget. You know?
Chief Keith shot him. He is in intensive care.
Say go deep, but that's my boy. You did? I'm from there.
Is everybody in the area BD? Or just like y'all crowd like this? Everybody.
I heard y'all confronted Gorley Gang and Bloodbath at the United Center.
What they be saying on the internet? They be seeing motherfuckers in person and niggas don't be,
Don't be the same.
This morning, a mass shooting on the city's south side is under investigation.
Police say 5 men were shot while they were just standing outside.
I got shot right here type shit. I got shot in Oblock.
Wow, Oblock's so nice, but you got shot right over there, right?
Even if it was 10th truth, why would you even say that?
I was trying to say y'all got into it with Oblock over the word bloodbath.
Don't forget that it should always be deeper than that.
An overnight shooting has left 2 people dead. There's another individual hurt.
Hey,
Shooting happened.
Bro, if this nigga Trap Lord Ross ain't trying to get niggas a Rico, what the fuck is this? He trying to paint a picture of a menace. Folks said the drone kill can't get right. Anybody from Woodline know this. He said they always say you're not a real BD if you ain't never smoke a BD no bap. Dude, that has never been the saying. Bro, when we was shorties, the BDs was the most loyal. The BDs was a small group, gang. It was a small group, gang. The BDs was small and they stuck together. They was thick like thieves. What the fuck is this? Yo, the first thing that I ever seen when I seen BD on BD violence was AMG versus Lowlife. Now, when the Av get to beefing with Lowlife, that was different. First time I ever seen BD on BD violence. First time I ever seen BD on BD violence was the Av going against them. Because back in the day, TYB was GDs and BDs. It wasn't no strictly BD set. It's still GDs and BDs. Because TYB used to get into it with Parkway. That's way before it was Oblock. They used to shoot at each other like cats and dogs. Because Parkway used to shoot at Brick City. And that was 600. They used to shoot at them niggas like cats and dogs. Because them niggas were GDs down there. BDs, Mickey Cobra, that's not dirty. I'm just saying, even back then, it was a lot of BD on BD action. Nah, big. Nah, bro. I don't. Maybe in Inglewood. But yeah, remember, I'm from Gresham. I never seen that. I just knew BD, folks them from over there, folks them was over there get into it. Anytime I see BDs, it used to be, Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya. BDs used to hold hands. Hey, do your homework on the BDs used to hold hands. What the BDs was not deep. I mean, well, hold on. Let me not. They was deep in their areas. But throughout the city, like how now, you see a billion niggas BD. Can I keep it 78th Street with y'all? The BDs used to be on Wabash on the low end. They had their buildings in the projects. Y'all know what buildings they had through Stateway and Robert Taylor's. Y'all know specific buildings that was BDs over there. All right. They had Parkway Gardens. Okay. They had 62nd and Calumet. Okay. And they had the Jungle. The Jungle was BDs back then too. But we from the South Side. We ain't put our hands in that. All right. That was the only. I'm sorry. No. And the BDs in the hundreds. Was that Cooper Park or Ada Park? BDs in Ada Park, and you had BDs on 105th. All right, those were the only notable BD sets of that time. If you was a BD, I promise you, it was from a BD of one of those blocks I named. It wasn't no other BD blocks. You name me a BD block that I missed. Because there wasn't BDs back then. Now, after Chief Keef, I just said to Robert Taylor's. It was BDs and Robert Taylor's too. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. If you can't hear me, leave the chat, come back. Now, after Chief Keef, now BDs started popping out of nowhere. And I don't know how I forgot Lamb Ryan. I don't know how I didn't say Lamb Ryan. Lamb Ryan was there too. Lamb Ryan, Tay-Town. You become a BD because you had to be there with the BDs. That's how you became a BD. That's how you become a BD. You have to be a BD that gets with the BDs. My shit growing out like, I need to get my shit twisted. My shit looking like Easy E, boy. I need to get my shit twisted. I like new growth, boy. Eesh. But look, this is what I'm saying. After Chief Keef, BDs is everywhere. Junior. What was that sound? Oh, okay. As long as you good. Folks said getting your ears stumped together, that's how you become a BD. Y'all niggas is trolling.
At this place called Pork Chops, we're standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove by and started shooting.
28-year-old Darrell Givens was shot yesterday.
You know, it's a real war. The streets are talking, and people saying this revenge for them.
Man, that is truth teller. Hey, Slimy, call my phone, bro. Call my what? I know it's a job and all this other shit, folk, but the streets ain't saying that. No one's saying that. The only person saying that is Mama Duck. No one else is saying that.
Two of the main Oblockians lost their lives last.
This why I ain't even speak on that matter. When that shit happened to folks, I ain't even really speak on it, G, because there's a whole lot of clout chasing, bro.
Right, bro. Due to gun violence in Chicago, bro.
Big goofy. Jermaine trying to act like he's look. Bro. He wanna laugh so bad. He like, man, look, bro. You the gun violence. Do your homework on niggas gun violence in Chicago. Boy, suck it, dude. Somebody step on this bitch. Oh, whoa, this is so disrespectful. Why folks them got beams in their head, folk? Nah, hey yo, Trap Law Ross, on my mama, G. You gonna have to pay for this, G. I promise you. You too goofy to be goofy in the way you goofy, gang. Real nigga shit, so you too goofy.
If you want to watch my videos uncut and extended, go to patreon.com/traplawross, where you can get those for just $2. Also, you can now watch my new drops on Spotify, so go search me there. Here's the video.
Man, who the fuck you think you is? Boy, you ain't got no mixtape, bitch ass nigga.
In order to understand the gruesome events that took place on the 10th of May, we have to discuss how Oblock became not just one of the most known gang sets in modern Chicago, but also one of the most hated. Now, don't worry, if you're already a Chicago gang expert, I won't bore you with the same story.
I wouldn't say they're the most hated. They not the most hated by fucking... There's so many hoods out there that most hated. They just most known because of the rap scene.
That's been told a million times. For that, you can go and watch any of my old videos about the topic. But if you're not familiar at all, these are just the basics. In the beginning of the early drill era, Oblock was known to mainly ally with other Black Disciple gang sets from the nearby areas. Early drill era, my old videos about the topic. But if you're not familiar at all, these are just the basics. In the beginning of the...
Did Drop the forks, break the GD killer. I hate the internet. I swear to God, I hate
early drill era, Oblock was known to
Get that super chat at that cash out.
ally with other Black Disciple gang sets from the nearby areas. Sets like Lamron 300, best known for the rappers Lil Durk and Lil Reese. 600, made famous by rappers like L.A. Capone, Rondo No. 9, and E-Day, who have all unfortunately either passed away or gotten locked up. And Front Street, which is better known for the late rapper Fredo Santana, as well as his cousin, Chief Keef, who spent a lot of time at both Oblock, where his mother stayed, and Front Street, where his grandmother lived. On the other hand, Oblock's rivals were all predominantly gangster disciple sets from nearby areas. STL EBT, best known for the late rapper FBG Duck, as well as other members of the FBG crew like FBG Young, FBG Butter, and FBG Cash. Gyro City, which is best known for the former rapper and current peace pusher FYBJ.
Goofy, he look like a cat, like he casket ready, gang. I guess he is about to die soon. He looked like he straight out of coffin. So I didn't went to AR Leaks and looked the nigga dead in the face to look just like him. So why is that? That motherfucker is getting cracked on his chain. That nigga looked like he straight out of Leaking Sons.
Maine and Taekwon World, a set that hails from the same blocks as Gyro City and STL EBT, but mainly consists of younger members who grew up in the same age bracket as 13-year-old Gyro City member named Taekwon Tyler, who was killed in 2012, his friends then starting Taekwon World in his honor. As me and other YouTubers have covered, countless people would end up losing their lives in the war between Oblock, its allies, and their rivals during the 2010s, with Oblock losing numerous key members like OD Perry in 2011, his death resulting in Oblock, formerly known as Wick City, changing its name to Oblock in his honor. Then there's J Money or J Munna, whose death in 2013 would result in Oblock also going by the name Oblock Munna Gang or OBMG, or Glock Boys Munna Gang, aka GBMG, while numerous other members of Oblock would begin to add Munna to their names, such as Ocho Munna, Zel Munna, Buck Munna, Munna Ike, Munna Mond, Ty Munna, and of course Munna Duke himself. And the death of King Von's best friend.
Buck Munna. That's just why, bro, y'all niggas can't make your own names, gang.
Other members of Oblock would begin to add Munna to their names, such as Ocho Munna, Zel Munna,
Ocho Goofer,
Buck Munna, Munna Ike, Munna Mond.
Munna Mond. Hey, yo, Shorty, you gotta watch him.
Ty Munna, and of course
he from Killer Awards.
Munna Duke
That's LaJessica's son
himself, and the death of King Von's best friend T. Roy in 2017, who was famously gunned down inside a grocery store directly under a security camera, allegedly by two members of the rival gangs. The shooters being TB, aka Terry Barry from Taekwon World, and Get Right, aka Man Man from STL EBT. T. Roy's murder would cause an unprecedented wave of violence in the streets, as Oblock and their allies like 600 would form a group known as the Get Back Gang, aka GBG, whose one and only mission was to avenge T. Roy's death by killing as many rivals as they possibly could, killing up to 8 people in 2017 alone, including key members from the rival gangs like FBG Duck's brother Brick and Taekwon World members Poppy and TB. However, coming into the 2020s, much of these early beasts had died down significantly, which seems natural given that the members from those early days have reached their late 20s, early 30s, and some even in their late 30s. And the older you get, the less attractive it probably feels to spend your time running around in the streets chasing down your ops. And on the other hand, with so many of the most active members sadly losing their lives in the war, there simply aren't that many people left to keep up with tit-for-tat killings. However, that doesn't mean that the war is by any means over, and people still keep on dying, with some of the more recent victims from the 2020s, including of course FBG Duck, who was famously gunned down by 6 Oblock shooters in August 2020, but also lesser known people like a younger Oblock member named Jado, real name Jabari Pittman, who was gunned down in the Oakland neighborhood in February 2020. And while Jado's killer had not been caught, online rumors would connect his death to the Taekwon World set, whose member D Money would go live on Instagram less than an hour after the murder, dissing Jado and saying how they were still sliding in traffic 5 cars deep.
Let's talk about that.
Look, Jado got his smoke. And we still spinning like 5 cars deep, no doubt.
Jado's death would result in younger members from Oblock creating a clique in his honor called the Jado Jump Out Boys, or simply Jado Jump Outs.
Y'all call yourselves the Jado Jump Out Boys?
Yeah.
Okay, I see Jado tatted on your hand.
Yeah, that's my boy.
And I know Shootbot's got a tattoo of Jado right in his face.
Yeah, I got a portrait of him. Yeah.
Right.
Which is now one of several cliques within Oblock that the newer generations rep, another key group being called the TSG, or Take Some Gang.
So what TSG stand for?
Take some gang. Take some gang. Take your brains, take your chains, and take your life.
D-Money would allegedly...
Boy, that sound rapey as a motherfucker. Take some gang. So y'all finna take some pussy.
So what TSG stand for?
Take some games. Take some games. Take your brains, take your cherries, and take your life.
D-Money would allegedly strike again later that same year, when a civilian named Armand Proctor was gunned down inside Oblock in June 2020.
Police have released surveillance pictures of 3 suspects they say are wanted for murder. The image captures the 3 men as they were running away from 63rd and Martin Luther King Drive on June 19th. Police say they are involved in the murder of a 23-year-old man named Armand Proctor. Proctor was found dead on the sidewalk.
Oh man, I know Proctor. Did he be with Jay St. Patrick?
Just after midnight with multiple gunshot wounds.
While D-Money would not be charged for the murder, Reddit sleuths would later point out how he had posted a video on Instagram while creeping inside Oblock that very night. Meanwhile, the Chicago police would publish footage from a security camera from the night of the murder, showing 3 masked men walking inside Oblock, these allegedly being D-Money and his friends.
Ain't that Tay right there? Ain't that little empty with the red hoodie on? Ain't that little RP, that boy little empty? That's Tay in that red ass hoodie.
And if that wasn't proof enough, when someone would post D-Money's video online again, D-Money would contact the person asking him to remove the video because it was going to get him locked up, or the person would essentially blackmail D-Money by asking for money in exchange for removing the video. And after D-Money would pay, the person would then swear on his dead grandmother that he wasn't going to post the video again, only to post their entire conversation online afterwards. Then, about a year later in May 2021, D-Money would meet his end as he was fatally shot in a drive-by while walking his dog in the Woodlawn neighborhood not far from Oblock. After his death, members of Taekwondo World would diss Oblock in unison in a picture taken at his memorial, with everyone dropping the Oblock hand sign as a sign of disrespect, while also posting pictures together with the caption F Oblock, clearly implying that they thought that Oblock had something to do with his death. Members from Oblock would also participate in the dissing of D-Money and hint at their involvement, like a member from the new generation called Lil Mike, who would wish D-Money a happy birthday on social media, a common tactic used to troll their enemies, while another younger member named Munna Duke would post a picture of him and another guy lighting a blunt together with a caption saying flame him and 3 dog emojis, another obvious diss towards D-Money. Then about a year later, in June 2022, the Oblock side would allegedly get another major notch on their belt after the rapper FBG Cash, real name Tristan Hamilton, was brutally gunned down in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood.
When another car would cut him off in traffic and 2 gunmen appeared from the car opening fire, discharging nearly 2 dozen rounds and leaving Cash dead.
Not even paying attention, and I can name all 3 of the shooters. Will I name? No, because the 3rd one is still alive. But you can see how we, you know what I'm saying? CPD rather let y'all handle that justice shit. I gotta respect that. Oh my mama, Cash was a player. Oh my mama, I fuck with Cash. Hell no, Oblock can do that to Cash.
By a tree.
This nigga is in fucking. He's in London with a bloody good joke. He's eating crumpets and tea. That nigga don't know what the fuck going on in Iraq,
also
bro.
seriously
Who the fuck gonna hit him up and tell him something?
A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter.
As I've discussed in depth in my video about Lil Durk and his several murder-for-hire allegations, Cash's murder has also been connected with Lil Durk, who would troll Cash mercilessly after his death, while also implying that he and his goons had...
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, one thing about OTF, bro. Y'all gotta stop doing this shit. They be chasing it. Folks, why? Didn't that nigga say that last time? Hey, them OTF acting like they need to hit. Them niggas need to pay extra money. Y'all, stop acting like y'all doing shit y'all ain't doing, gang.
Had something to do with it.
Hey, you ain't have your gun for them. You better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Booney. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up by that tree.
Know that we did it.
See, niggas trolling because they know they didn't do it. I've been knowing Booney a long time. Booney ain't never been no police ass.
Gun for Booney. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up by that tree.
Know that we did it.
I got my gun for Boone. They call him Chief.
Some of these goons have been rumored to have been from Oblock, including guys like Buck Munna, who would diss Cash numerous times in his songs.
He did it, gone, that's what he get, but he can't take another pick. And he got hit, he took a shit, word around, it was a net. Off of that block where they don't play. How about Bam take his face?
Man, shut the fuck up. I hate these young niggas. Man, why the fuck y'all sound like that for one? What? I heard they took a shit. Everyone takes a shit when they die, dumbass. That ain't nothing. If a nigga tell you specific shit about a murder. Hey Judy, close my door, bro. I don't want to hear you raging on Roblox. Close my door. Close my door, bro. Too loud raging. Close my door. All the way. Folks. Bro. If you gotta say, tell me something specific about the murder. He shit it. He pissed himself. Okay, that's. What else happened? Where you get hit at? If a nigga had to confirm they killed like Call of Duty, cause real head busters, brain eaters, and blood sippers know. When you confirm a kill, you gotta know something nobody else know about the murder. That's how we confirm kills in these streets. So if niggas, everybody's out there claiming, I did it. It'd be 10 niggas claiming the motherfucking body. But the real nigga who did is the real nigga that knows certain shit. Shit, shorty ran out his right shoe. I popped, shit, that nigga dropped his gun. I popped, shot him like this. Shot him in his stomach. Ooh, now bro, hit him in his head. That nigga put his hand up, I shot him in the neck. Shit like that. That's something only the killer gonna know. He walking through the parking lot. Shit, he ran up to a car trying to get the car. Shot him in his back, stood over. That shit only the killer gonna know. Shit like that. Name it. Oh, I heard it was a Nick. Heard he got hit with a switch. I heard it was a Drake. Man, bro, if you don't get y'all fishing little asses out here, boy, I'm full of real killers. We know the confirmed kills. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna brag.
And I ain't missed because I know they mad that old ass man up in the bag. The switches came and made them crash. I don't smoke Tuka, I smoke cash.
What did I just say?
I'm just lying. That's weak. They saw that shit on G.
I never heard none of this shit. And I guess this whole shit. I know real blood sippers. What the fuck is that? What are you talking about?
Even allegedly showing a photo of Cash's dead body during a video posted on social media. However, besides these old rivalries, Oblock has also made some new enemies and even fallen out with old allies. Most famously, the formerly very strong alliance between Oblock and Front Street has gone through some extremely hard times. The beginning of this beef goes arguably years back to the mid-2010s when Chief Keef would have a falling out with Lil Durk and his old friends from Oblock, after Keef would allegedly fail to provide bail money to their incarcerated member Trey 5, despite promising the money during conversations with the Oblock members, choosing to spend the money instead on stuff like a $10,000 four-wheeler. This would allegedly lead to Oblock's members going to Keef's manager's mansion, located in the rich suburbs in the outskirts of Chicago, which would lead to a shootout that left one person injured and in the hospital. As mentioned, Keef has family ties to both Oblock and Front Street, but his ties to Front Street are arguably much stronger, with two of his very close cousins, the late rappers Fredo Santana and Blood Money, aka Big Glow, both being highly respected members of Front Street. And this is where things begin to truly go left, because while Fredo would eventually die in 2018 due to health problems allegedly resulting from his excessive drug consumption, Blood Money would be gunned down in Chicago in April 2014, only a few weeks after the shooting at Keef's manager's house. Both deaths would hit Front Street hard, and after Blood Money's death, they would honor him by beginning to call their set Blood Gang, while Fredo's death would lead to some Front Street members to even separate and start a new set known as Savage Squad, named after the music label that Fredo had founded, called the SSR, or Savage Squad Records. However, Oblock would actually begin to diss Blood Money after his death, due to their beef with Keef and the Oblock OG Boss Top allegedly saying F Blood Money after the incident in a now deleted tweet, while Keef would respond by saying that he would say FOD to diss Oblock, but OD Perry was his real friend, so he can't do that.
Would say OD, but that's my boy. You feel me? I'm from there. You know? But Oblock. Okay.
Things would only go downhill from here, and already during the summer
But Oblock. Okay.
Things would only go downhill from here, and already during the summer of 2014, Oblock members would allegedly hold people at Keith's mansion at gunpoint while Keith himself was at court, before leaving with a bunch of Keith's expensive items like his chains and watches, with Keith himself hopping on social media to accuse Boss Top, aka Tyree Davis.
Everybody, he called Tyree out by name? Tyree, your name doo-doo in the streets, gang. He called Tyree out by his government online.
Of the robbery, while Boss Top would openly flaunt the items on social media. Eventually, rumors would begin to spread online that Oblock might have had something to do with Blood Money's murder, with former Oblock member Jay Hood even later claiming that it was King Von and T. Roy who were behind the hit.
That was straight back though. You don't gotta believe it.
He a goofy, bro. Motown can be goofy. Bro, do your research on this nigga being a goofy. You think somebody gonna tell him anything about a murder? Folks, if he hear anything about a murder, he hear from another nigga tell another nigga, another nigga told another nigga, another nigga told another nigga, a nigga told his bitch, and he overheard them hoes talking. Bro, nobody ain't telling this clown ass nigga nothing, G. When I tell you, I used to be in Parkway, like I lived there, never hung with him. If he was around, I ain't know this nigga. A bitch was just talking about him. That's how I even know his government, bro. Like, I know this. I ain't finna even talk, but I'm gonna say like this. What I'm saying is this, folks. Nobody telling this goofy ass nigga nothing. He was not a member. He was not a splacker. He wasn't shit. Like, he just a goofy that probably lived over there, gang.
You can hear whatever. Oh, these people saw this. I don't give a what y'all heard. I ain't out here seeing talking on my like these dudes, bro. Folks them killed T-Roy and Von killed.
However, besides Blood Money, there would seemingly be no other casualties in this beef for years to come, and for a long time, this beef appeared to simmer in the background, perhaps due to the respect that many of the older members still had towards each other, but in recent years, both sides have become increasingly open in dissing each other, like Front Street member Mari posting in 2023, asking how does Oblock supposedly run the King Drive, this being the main street that goes past both of their territories, when they have the same enemies, but nobody from the enemy side ever dies, as well as saying the last person who dissed Blood Money had always died, and saying F that one guy tried to fight, an obvious reference to King Von, who was shot down by Quando Rondo's friend Lil Tim after trying to fight Quando in November 2020. Front Street are also openly dissing Oblock by dropping their hand sign, just like Taekwon World, who also remain the main rivals of Front Street. Oblock has also returned the favor, with younger members like Woney dissing
We didn't have nothing to do with that chain getting snatched, bro. That's strictly, that train getting stolen, that had nothing to do with us. Any of that shit, we ain't had nothing to do with that shit. Von ain't had nothing to do with it. We didn't have nothing to do with that shit, folks. We didn't care. Nigga, keep it real. Keith didn't even care. You know what Keith did? He laughed that shit. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Bought some new chains and moved the fuck on. For that, before he moved, he bought a new alarm system. Then he moved the fuck on. He's an Oblock mob Gufano. On the G, that's what he is. Move to Arizona like Billy. Swear to God. Lowski, folks. J-Main no different than you. You never, huh? Lowski, folks. J-Main no different than you. What? Well, you never in no pics or nothing either. Lee J-Main does have video with Vaughn and Dirk. What? What the fuck did he say? Huh? You said I'm not in no pictures? I'm not in no, me? Oh, you saying, oh, I think you saying, oh, I'm thinking you saying, folks know, I'm confused. It look like he's saying J-Main no different than the nigga that we was just talking about. But he kind of like, he put me in there. Like, what are you saying? Well, I think he talking about Jermaine is no different than the J Hood nigga. Junior, you don't think I see you laying next to me, bro? I think he's talking about him. Because I know he can't be talking about me. I'm in 1,000, bitch. Only thing you gotta do is Google Killer Ward or Google my name, gang. They gonna pop up.
Dad, look at these.
I made my old tag and shit got deleted, but I still got 1,000 shit on you. MySpace, Facebook, they all over the place. Oh, my mama. They all over the place. So you never seen a picture of me? He talking about me? Bro, we need him to comment back because boy, your name never in none of these documentaries. Oh, he are talking about me. Yeah, that's tough. You talking about me? Yeah, I'm mad my old YouTube got deleted too. Hey, look. Okay. Why would my name pop? Look, for one, my name ain't gotta pop up in documentaries. My name pop up on CPD. You see what I'm saying? The difference is I don't gotta talk this shit. I did it. You know what I'm saying? The cases, I beat them. React to some videos about me. He's a clown. He's a goofy. He's goofy. He's just a troll. He's definitely trolling. He's trolling. He gotta be trolling. The ops, everybody know my name, gang. He's just trolling. I ain't finna play with him. I don't play with kids.
Front Street directly by name.
I got my own kid. I don't even play with him. Come on, mom. It's like the BD's known for snitching. I'm glad I'm Oblock.
On Twitter, while other young members would diss blood money while on Instagram Live, as well as saying that Front Street had gone extinct.
Ain't the Front Street. What the f*** the Front Street? How y'all Front Street on the front line? I'm saying like that. We be sipping on blood while we on the front line.
These kind of fallouts between old friends point to the ever more fracturing state of the Chicago gangscape, with gangs becoming increasingly small and splintered due to the lack of any organized leadership. And nothing is a better example of that than the fact that there have even been conflicts within Oblock in recent years, particularly between the old and new generations. The most infamous example being when one member of the new generation, Munna would allegedly shoot a member from the older generation called A-Roy after losing a fight with him in December 2021. This whole incident taking place inside Oblock and being caught on a phone camera filmed from one of the buildings. After this incident, Munna would shockingly not be arrested, despite the video going viral online, but he was seemingly banned from coming back to Oblock for some time.
Don't ask me about no you don't see me with, or I don't mention none of that. I don't know what's to them. I don't know them. I don't it's going like that. It's that simple. No, not to come around. Don't like me because I'm too slimy. I'm for them to get too slimy. So don't tell me about no you don't see me with, or I don't hang with, because I don't know what happened to them. Don't fool no.
However, this ban wouldn't ultimately last, as the old generation would seemingly decide to take the side of Munna in the end.
I don't know how come on, man. Stop playing. I'm full of bread.
Frustrating the brother of A-Roy, who felt betrayed by his own generation. However, Munna's luck wouldn't ultimately last. In May 2025, he would finally be charged with A-Roy's murder, whilst already being locked up for another case. Lastly, there are also completely new enemies that Oblock has been making in recent years, one of these being a set called Ghoulie Gang, also known as Bloodbath, or 130. This name coming from the location of their hood at 130th Street in the far south side, particularly in the Old Gale Gardens, public housing project, and the surrounding areas. This gang is undoubtedly best known for the young rapper Chucky, who is in fact signed to Lil Durk's OTF label, which make his gang's beef with Oblock just that much more complicated. Allegedly, these two gangs had a cordial relationship until about July 2022, when there would be a mass shooting in Oblock, where several Oblock members, including Boss Top, would end up getting shot.
Got fucked up because J-Mane said I was bullying him. It said J-Mane said I was bullying him, gang. They supposed to side with Munna. A-Roy went from over there. His name, why they call him A-Roy anyway? Come on.
Boss Top later getting asked about the incident by Adam 22, but he would have very few words to describe what happened.
What happened? You're just walking around. Like, we're talking about how Oblock's so nice, but you got shot right over there, right?
I mean, I just know I was on my Instagram. I was finna go live, and I just felt something.
You were about to go live?
Yeah, and I just felt something.
Out on the street? Not in the actual complex?
I just felt something, Adam. That's it.
Pictures from the scene reported by the newspapers would show people getting carried away on stretchers, with interestingly, the man in the picture being a rapper known as Action Savage from Ghoulie Gang, who would post sometime later how this had been his third time getting shot in less than a month. Action Savage had long been affiliated with Oblock, these ties going all the way back to the beginning of the drill movement, as he would later...
You need to chill, you need to go chill. I know how I feel, G, but 3 times in 1 month, boy, I ain't never get... I got hit years apart. I was getting years apart, boy. What? Yeah,
explained to DJ U.
Like, it's a video on YouTube with Boss Top and Dirk. A Boss Top and Dirk video, that 30 Choppers video. Like, right. You can look it up. Like, you gonna see me right there in the thumbnail of the video. This was like, I don't even know, like, yeah, this was like 2013 or something like that. Like, this a minute ago type. But
But for a while, things appeared to be calm. In December 2022, Boss Top would be arrested on gun charges, and he would end up getting locked up for about 2 years. While in July 2023, Action Savage would still actually release a song and a music video together with the Oblock rapper E-Dog. But then, as Chucky begun getting increasingly popular, problems began to appear. As Chucky would rep heavily the Bloodbath moniker for his set, which according to members from Oblock originally came from them, as the Oblock rapper Shoebox Baby would later explain to 16 Shot 'Em.
It was a term that was used in our neighborhood. Like, you know, like that's what we call each other. But when the guys like got that from like, I think off a movie or something, I ain't tweaking. When the guys got that off a movie or something.
An old movie, right?
Yeah.
Niggas call each other Bloodbath. You know the funny part? This nigga so backdoor, cause he from Ghoulie Hood. Look, man, for me, look, he didn't get backdoor. He one of them niggas. This nigga, what's his name? 16 Shot 'Em is from over there, gang. He's from they hood, gang. Them his people, folks.
Yeah.
And you in here.
And we was just calling each other there around that time. They was around us. So, you know, it's like you around somebody, like, y'all pick up lingos like that, you know?
Yeah. But then, in 2024, these two sets would suddenly begin to go back and forth on social media, with one member of the Ghoulie gang posting a picture of Munna calling him an imposter while saying the Ghoulie gang are the real Bloodbath, to which Mond would reply by saying who the F is the Bloodbath member who was dissing him, and saying why is he acting like he can't die. This beefing would continue as Oblock members would see Chucky repping the Bloodbath moniker while shooting a music video with Lil Durk and YTB Fat, with Oblock members hitting back and calling Chucky and his Ghoulie gang friends swaggerjackers and actors, while the Ghoulie gang would call Oblock members broke, particularly aiming their words towards the new generation of Oblock, likely due to Lil Durk still being very close with the older generation. But then, things would get even more complicated, as Action Savage would drop a song and music video called Computers, using the classic beat from the 2014 song of Rowdy Rebel and Bobby Shmurda, later used by one of Oblock's biggest rivals, FBG Wooski, to diss them. And he would use this beat to rap a line saying how Boss Top had fronted his move, so he had taken his gun and clapped him back. This line seemingly referring to the night when they had both gotten shot in Oblock, as Action Savage would then confirm during his DJU interview.
You mentioned Boss Top, right? You know, everybody want to know about the line you dissed him in your Computers remix. Boss Top fronted his. I took his pipe and clapped him. Yo, Computers remix, that's out. Boss Top.
Hold on, boy. I gotta read up on these comments. Rodale Garden beefing with Oblock sounds so weird. But that sounds out the way. I thought it was him from the old cuts. You seen him around Vaughn a lot in his right videos. Bro, stop, stay trying to rob a motherfucker. I'll never forget the old page. Got poof. Then J-Man immediately started to pop. That was so scary to me, bro. Shit was spooky. Can't even take that boy Boss Top serious no more after that video. The only blood number I know is Drill City. You hear me? Oh, 16 Shot Up was one of them BDs for real. Oh, my mom used to be with them boys. Swagger Jackers. What year is this from? Bro, I don't know. This shit right here is tricky. Hit that super chat, that cash up. Let's get it. Show some love, bro. Hit that shit, bro. Shit right here in the pinned comment, gang. Let's go.
Top fronted his. I took his pipe and clapped him.
How you got, bro? Did that really happen?
Yo, Computers remix, that's out on YouTube now. Dropped 5 months ago.
Yeah, man. Boss Top dork gang, like, I don't really, like, we out the pipe, we had that pointed at me type. I'm looking at the pipe type. He just looking at me though type. Like, I ain't got no jewelry on. None of that shit. Like, cause it be rumors talking about he tried to rob me or he took shit from me. Like, ain't nobody ever took shit from me. Like, I ain't ever got robbed me or he jewelry on.
What, you snitching?
Like, we out the pipe, we had that pointed at me type.
Fuck, he up the pipe on you before it didn't blow. What? Tyree, you got some explaining to do. You too old for this shit, dude. Nigga, we same age. Boy, you out here playing game.
I'm looking at the pipe type. He just looking at me though type. Like, I ain't got no jewelry on.
Tyree,
I ain't got no jewelry on. None of that shit. Like, cause it be rumors talking about he tried to rob me or he took shit from me. Like, ain't nobody ever took shit from me. Like, I ain't ever got robbed before. Point that shit at me. I'm looking at that. She just talking though. He just So I'm just looking at that. I look up, shots got fired, and then, but not from me though. I'm just right there. He got the pipe in my face, and when the shots get getting let off, he just looking all crazy. I just like, I'm man, he ain't on shit. I'm man, he ain't on shit. I grab it like this. He get to trying to move. Now he trying to force, like, put that in my face. I'm moving that back and forth type. And I grab the bottom of that. She try to run out, snatch that. I'll snatch it. So now as I snatch it, he popped the clip out. That I smack his ass. He try to take off. I point that at him. It ain't nothing in the clip though. He ain't even have one up top, man. I took the pipe, but I threw that. Like, I ain't even keep the pipe. Bro, I got shot like right after that. Type, shot me in my leg and shit, like, and took off running type. Then I try to get to the car. I look up.
The song would prompt the two sides to go back and forth once again, with one Oblock member posting the picture of Action Savage getting put on the ambulance after the incident, while a Ghoulie gang member would respond by saying how Oblock are goofies and nobody from their side should have made it out alive if Oblock are really who they say they are. Meanwhile, Boss Top would deny even knowing Action Savage when asked about the matter during his No Jumper interview.
This the clout they want, I guess, to get the views. But if he making music and he got stories like that, I think he needs to write urban novels. And he needs to just write books. He'll be a good author.
Now that we
either write a book. Hell no.
know more about Oblock's modern day allies and rivals, let's take a closer look at the two victims of the recent double murder, focusing particularly on Munna Duke, because while Young'un was somebody who was more focused on hustling and staying off the radar of his ops, Munna Duke would allegedly end up doing many things during his life that would ultimately make his rivals hate him enough to follow him all across the city just to take his life.
This the funniest shit, folks. Check this out, y'all. Folks, we 25 minutes and 51 seconds into a 46-minute video. Nothing we have seen had anything to do with Duke, G. What does this have to do with Duke? I knew this was clickbait. For one, Duke was I've been knowing Duke for years, more than 15 years. Way more than 15 years. When I tell you, G, that folks ain't have no hats. When I seen the many murders of Duke, I knew something was wrong. Bro, he takes everything we seen in other videos, he chopped that bitch and add that shit to another video. What the fuck?
Munna Duke has always been considered to have been one of the most respected members of Oblock. Even the notorious King Von, a drill rap icon and an alleged serial killer with 7 bodies, immortalized Duke's menacing reputation on his track Beat Dat Body, where he boasted about taking Duke on hits with him and giving him the menacing nickname King Kong. But the question is, what had Duke done in the streets to make King Von give him such a name? Even though Duke never lived in the Parkway Gardens, aka the Oblock housing projects, his destiny was intertwined with that community from early on.
Now, still reside in Oblock today, or you've moved out since then?
Oh, no, I don't live in that, no. I don't live in that at all. I thought you said where I was raised at, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's back up. You were raised in Oblock from about 8, 9 till when?
I never lived in there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's true. I never lived in there. I just grew up around in that neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
His family had moved just outside Oblock when he was just 8 years old, while having first spent his early years in the so-called Calumet building, aka the Randolph Tower, located only about a block away from Parkway. This building was home to many kids who would later become members of Tower, located only about...
This building right here bring back real life memories for me, boy. About to make a nigga cry, boy. This building right here. memories, them bricks. Damn, them bricks hold, boy. Damn, make a nigga want to cry.
About a block away from Parkway, this building was home to many kids who would later become members of Oblock, while at the time it acted as a headquarters for an infamous Black Disciple faction that ran a massive drug operation from there during the 90s and early 2000s, before the building was ultimately demolished in the mid-2000s.
No, I was in that area, like in that vicinity, you know what I'm saying? And once my project got too down, I kind of moved right there, you know what I'm saying, to Oblock when I was kind of like a kid.
Duke has opened up in interviews about how his youth was a harsh landscape of poverty and uncertainty.
I grew up, goddamn it.
Bro, you don't have to be a hitter to be. Folks, we got a saying. It's called slide or provide. Duke was a player. He sell his little weed, you know what I'm saying? He fuck bitches. He get money from bitches. He the type of nigga that call up different bitches and they all buy his shoes, they buy his phone bill. Like, Duke was a player, G. Do your research on the nigga being a player. Duke was a smooth criminal. That's what Duke was. You can be a top member without being a killer. It's niggas out here that don't got a hat, and they still faces of their hood. So that don't mean nothing, gang. Like in reality, that don't mean nothing, folks. A nigga can be a face, G, and don't be outside. I mean, a nigga he could be a face and not be a killer, gang. Well, I don't know why niggas think that, G. Like he wouldn't.
Sleeping on the floor, you know what I'm saying, with a house full of people, you know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like a...
And he was also mentioned how he was haunted by the fear of possibly not seeing his own 18th birthday.
A lot of niggas get killed
something
with no
gonna happen
hats,
to me, or will I be able to make it to see this age, you know?
The halls of elementary and high school served as a breeding ground for alliances and animosities. Other kids who would later become members of affiliated gangs like Lamron, 600, and Front Street.
Oh yeah, we all grew up together. Like we all went to the same grammar school, you know. We all went to the same grammar school.
From Ohio, what the fuck do you know?
Yeah, you know, grammar school to high school, and to the age we is now.
And members of rival gangs like 051 Young Money, who were located on the other side of Washington Park.
Some goofies out here
a lot of
ass.
them from 51st Young Money, it was a lot of their ass, and I ain't gonna lie, a lot of like Rockhead and all their ass, I think. Arrow, all them.
As he got older, Duke would become very close with many of the Oblock's most infamous members, including O.D. Perry, T-Roy, and of course King Von. By the age of 14 in 2008, Duke's entanglement with the law became a defining chapter, and his early and frequent arrests and incarcerations led to him dropping out of high school, while also effectively sidelining him during Chief Keef's early ascent to the top of the drill movement in the early 2010s, and the subsequent explosion of King Von's rap career in the late 2010s too.
I'd say Von was a top moment, but I wasn't around for it. I was kind of locked up, but that was like a top moment.
But when he would be free, between those time periods, Duke plunged headfirst into the streets. As mentioned earlier, the tragic murder of T-Roy ignited a firestorm of vengeance within Oblock, and the summer of 2017, named the Summer of Get Back, became synonymous with the chilling moniker the Get Back Gang, as Oblock members were out for revenge. Later on, whispers in the streets and rumors on the internet have often pointed to Munna Duke having been one of the central figures in this series of retaliatory killings that followed T-Roy's death.
Man,
the bloodshed began on May the 14th, 2017, as Warren Delton, known in Jaro City as Lil Ho, became the alleged victim of the Get Back Gang, as he stood with a group near 62nd and Eberhart, only a few minutes' drive from Oblock. Four shadowy figures emerged from an alley. Three unleashed a hail of gunfire that struck Lil Ho down, and in a brutal display, at least one shooter stood over his fallen body, delivering multiple final shots before vanishing back into the streets. The case remains unsolved, and the perpetrators a mystery to this day, but many key Get Back Gang members, such as McAdoo from 600, and E-Dog, Gleesh, and Duke from Oblock, are regularly considered to be the main suspects. Just 8 days after Lil Ho's murder, on May the 22nd, the violence continued, as Jamie Jones, known in the streets as M.O.B. Jamo, was driving westbound on 59th Street at LaSalle when an occupant of another vehicle opened fire, striking him multiple times. Authorities identified him as a gangster disciple, and his death occurred in the heart of a known gang conflict zone. Though concrete evidence would again remain elusive, the hand of the Get Back Gang was once again suspected, with rumors placing 600 members, McAdoo and Cap, and Oblock members, Duke and HK, at the scene. The violence continued a month later. On June the 16th, Taekwondo World member Sherrod Ryan, better known as Poppy, was at his workplace at the L&P Foods and Candy Warehouse on the corner of 71st and State Street.
The victim, he worked at this candy store.
Shortly after 3 p.m., a seemingly ordinary act of assisting a customer would turn deadly.
The subject was putting groceries in the vehicle.
When a shooter suddenly appeared from a four-door vehicle, firing multiple shots at point-blank range before quickly getting back to the vehicle, which would then flee northbound.
Okay, at 363 Adam, it was a dark four-door vehicle. The subject jumped out, shot at close range, got back in and fled northbound on State.
3 of these shots would hit Poppy's head, and he would have no chance of surviving. The brazen murder had several witnesses who offered a description of the shooter, around 6 feet tall with dreadlocks and face concealed by a mask.
Male black 6 foot with dreads and a white t-shirt and jeans.
Initial suspicions fell on T-Roy's brother, HK, who was seen flaunting his T-Roy pendant in the aftermath of the murder, as if sending a message that he had indeed avenged his brother's death. And after this incident, HK, or Heck as he was known at the time, would get his nickname, the initials HK actually being short for Headshot King. But while the murder of Poppy has always been attributed to HK, the narrative would get more complex, as members of Taekwon World would heavily memorialize Poppy after Duke's murder, perhaps hinting at a deeper and more direct connection between Duke and Poppy's killing. The witness's description of the shooter was a tall figure with dreads, and that would chillingly align more closely with Munna Duke's appearance at the time, who was both taller than HK and had slightly longer dreadlocks. This convincing some that Poppy's killer had indeed actually been Duke, while it's also possible that he might well have been the driver for the hit.
Hey, Judy, turn the light out, bro.
The following year, on June the 16th, 2018, the bloodshed revisited the streets. It was around 9:50 p.m. when 2 men were gunned down outside of a restaurant on the 400 block of the East 63rd Street, only a stone's throw away from Oblock. Troy Hampton, an innocent janitor, aged 43, was struck in the chest, dying at the scene, while 22-year-old DeAndre Wallace, known as Get Right or Man Man from STL EBT, also fell victim to the hail of bullets, succumbing to his wounds in the hospital. Surveillance footage painted a grim picture, showing 2 shooters running up and relentlessly targeting both victims, even continuing to fire at Get Right as he lay helpless on the ground. And while officially unsolved, online theories have pointed strongly towards 2 members of Oblock, Munna Duke and the infamous shooter from the younger generation called Muwop. In the same month, King Von ominously tweeted about a new op pack that his brothers had created, while Oblock veteran E-Dog added fuel to the fire, posting a picture featuring Muwop and Duke, accompanied by the caption, "You better get right or get left," a phrase also used in other social media posts that featured both Muwop and Duke. Muwop himself would share a photo with Duke in what fans speculated was them reenacting the murder, as Muwop makes a gun with his fingers pointing directly at the camera, while Duke's gun fingers point towards the ground like he's standing over somebody and shooting, with Muwop captioning the post saying that people have no idea what type of bond they have together, while ending with the cryptic line that the picture speaks for itself. King Von's track Problems again would also eerily mirror the details of this horrific incident, with lyrics describing shooting both the target and a witness, while King Von can even be seen gesturing towards Duke in the track's music video right after he raps these lines. After earning his stripes in the streets, and unfortunately losing King Von, who at the time of his runaway rap career looked like Oblock's ticket out of the streets, Duke himself would start rapping in 2021, with what appeared to be his first ever song, 12 AM. A clear homage to King Von's 2020 song, 3 AM, Duke even interpolated Von's flow in his version of the track, while the song as a whole was an incredibly disrespectful diss towards Oblock's dead enemies, with one lyric referencing a shooting where a woman got hit, rapping that even if a girl gets hit, he doesn't give a F because he's trying to do his ops like FBG Duck, who was famously shot dead by Oblock members who would also hit the woman that he was with. Duke would also give a shout out to one of Duck's killers, C Murder, as well as shouting out Heck, or the Headshot King, rapping how they are the Get Back Gang, kind of implying that HK was his alleged partner in crime and the potential shooter or driver during the hit on Taekwon World member Poppy. Duke would also rap about lurking in the streets trying to kill their ops so much that they forget to even eat dinner, while proudly repping his King Kong nickname that King Von gave him, and saying that you can't even hang out with him if you haven't killed someone. The song also had a music video where Duke can be seen rapping in Oblock, flanked by some of the most notorious members like E-Dog and Muwop. Fans loved the song, with many saying that he even had some of King Von's spirit in him, and that they were excited for Duke having a bright future in the rap game. Duke followed that up with songs like Winnin' and Right Back, where he rapped about doing drills where the witness was killed too, with some believing that this is another reference to the janitor that was killed on the Get Right hit. The song was an instant classic. One comment said that Duke was even picking up where King Von left off, and another called Duke 3 for 3 as a rapper. For fans that were longing for that Von-esque flow on hard-hitting beats, Duke appeared to be someone that they could bet on to take over the rap game. Duke also collaborated with other Oblock rappers like Ocho Munna and Prince Dre on the remix for Ocho's Bean It song, followed by the songs No Hook and Off the Porch. Then moving on to one of his biggest releases of his career, this interestingly being his first international collaboration with the UK rapper Millions. Their track 10 to the O was an epic collab where Millions actually went to Oblock and shot a music video with all the iconic Oblock members, with Duke rapping lyrics about a murder eerily resembling Get Right's, saying that he caught someone lacking in front of the store. The video even ended in a respectful chain swap between these two international drill artists. Duke was making big moves internationally with his music, and there would also be a rumor that Duke had seemingly tapped in with Central C's most feared op, Digga D, for a collab. And while nothing officially got released, a leaked track called Legally Blind featured the two artists, with Digga immediately dissing a dead op that they've been smoking on so much that he believes that he's now the UK's Tuka. And Munna Duke would rap about being a 13-year-old shooter looking for a body and then walking up and shooting at close range. Duke was getting a lot of motion as a rapper, and he kept releasing singles and music videos all the way through 2022. Then, leading up to the release of his full project, Munna Duke would release the track Passenger Side, rapping that he didn't cry after Von died, but he still planned on getting Get Back, a message most likely aimed at Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, suggesting that the Get Back gang might still be out looking for blood. While Duke would also shout out the up-and-coming generations of Oblock. Then, in August 2023, he released a full project called Welcome to the Jungle, the title and cover art being a clear nod to the fearsome Oblock housing projects. Duke promoted the project with music videos like the song Intro, where he introduced himself as having money to support his mama by buying her a house, his gang by buying them a chain, whilst also paying for many lawyers. Releasing a full mixtape was a huge achievement for Duke, because in a world where few people survive or even start a music career, let alone having the focus to complete a full body of work, is a monumental achievement. But Duke wasn't slowing down, and he would keep putting out music like his guest verse on perhaps from the longest running Oblock veteran Boss Top song, Get Back Gang, a song that unsurprisingly paid tribute
Lenny, bro. That's why I said what I said. Niggas should be able to have to confirm kills, like, for, I mean, real niggas know. I ain't gonna lie. If you a real nigga, you know what's going on, G. It been like this. This shit ain't changed. Real niggas still confirm kills the same way, G. It's just me, a Gleesh, like, he been looking the same his whole life. But let's get back to the point. The real killers know who doing the killing. But a lot of niggas is definitely dick riding. They dick riding, bro, and they lying, bro. A lot of niggas is dick riding out here, gang. They out here dick riding, gang. I'm talking, yeah. These niggas is dick riding. I'm talking crazily dick riding, bro. Crazy, bro. How you thinking that? We bullshit. They shouldn't do us if they
the Get Back Gang's brutal campaign of revenge after T-Roy's murder. The song also featured the Oblock legend E-Dog as well as the late Zell Munna. On the track, Duke proudly claimed his King Kong nickname while rapping how he's back in heck mode after running after ops, and claiming that he puts hits on people for $10,000, as well as promising to slide twice as hard on ops to avenge both T-Roy and King Kong.
That's common shit in Iraq. Everybody know body started 10. Everybody know it's a 10. We ain't do a 10. Everybody, see? You know what I'm saying? That's common, basic Chirac shit. It said because you can tell the only reason Trap Ross be making these type of videos because he want to see everybody get locked up. That's why he made this video as soon as him passed away. Bro, he really ass, gang. This nigga's really ass. Hit that super chat, hit that cash. I ain't see not a donation, not a Black Cloud team. I ain't see no reactions, no team. No. I came in on the holiday to show love and I don't see no thing. Hold on, I think somebody sent something. Did they? Hey, yo, shout out to my nigga KS2. What up, gangy? My boy sent a fin ball. Keep going crazy, G. I love you, gang. Shout out to the first super chat cash out there. Gang. Folks probably been did that, gang. I ain't even got my. I gotta turn my shit on, G. I ain't hear nothing. Folks said this at 11:11. That was an hour ago, gangy. My mama for. Let me turn my shit on, G. So I'm really bogus. Told you I was in the hospital all night for real, like.
Von. Unfortunately, it was ultimately this very ethos of never-ending get-back that would likely become Munna Duke's own undoing. And, like it often happens, the get-back would come when he least expected it. On May the 10th, 2025, Munna Duke and Youngin headed to the north side of Chicago to the Edgewater neighborhood for a fun night out. As they were celebrating fellow Oblock veteran Glish's birthday, they would spend the night at the Pork Chop Barbecue Restaurant and Bar on the 6300 block of North Broadway. But as their evening at the restaurant came to a close, and Duke, Youngin, and their group exited the restaurant, these two gunmen who had reportedly been hanging out in front of the restaurant waiting for them would jump out of the vehicle, firing at least 50 shots, hitting Duke, Youngin, and a third man who some thought to have been Domo from the 600 set, a brother of the founder of 600 called D-Thang. Unfortunately, both Youngin and Duke would tragically pass away, and thankfully, the third man ended up surviving. The aftermath of the shooting was recorded by passers-by that showed Youngin's lifeless body laying on the pavement. An officer familiar with the investigation told newspapers how security video showed the gunman escaping in a stolen Infiniti Q50, which cops found less than 2 hours after the shooting, abandoned and burning on the 600 block of East 134th Place, almost 30 miles south from the scene of the shooting in the far south side. Munna Duke had posted a story on his social media just 6 hours before the incident, his last Instagram story featuring him in the car with whom many believed to be Youngin, Domo, and Domo's sister, listening to G Herbo and flexing jewelry including his Oblock chain. Meanwhile, Youngin's last post was ominously captioned, "We outside, DM the gang for the location," and Youngin too would be spotted wearing his Oblock chain at the gathering. It would be one such Oblock chain, allegedly splattered with blood, that Duke and Youngin's alleged killers would post not long after the murder, snatched off an Oblock member's corpse, or at least that's what the posters wanted everyone to think. News of the deaths begun to spread quickly online, with associates confirming Munna Duke and Youngin's passing through heartfelt posts, including those members of Oblock who were particularly close with the two, like Muwop, Duke's alleged right-hand man in the murder of Get Right. Munna Duke had also recently become a father, welcoming a child with the former partner of OTF D-Thang, the late brother of rapper Lil Durk.
This girl don't got no luck. When I tell you niggas be passing around the same hoes, just like how hoes they be fucking the niggas for clout, niggas be fucking bitches for clout too, gang. Sliding up in full baby mama like that for full guy. Look at them kids. He popped off of another one. What? That pussy must be fire, and that head must be knocking. Look at them lips. Now she looking for another. Vic. She looking for another victim on. She coming with 3 kids. All she got is a fat ass and a wet mouth. What y'all gonna do?
Durk, but following him and Youngin's death, it wasn't just those close to them paying their respects, as the well-known ops of
what these hoes usually come with.
Block like STL, EBT, Taekwon World, and Gyro City would immediately begin to troll on social media. Taekwon World members
go ahead, roll it, bro. Junie, stop playing me, dude. I have a camera, dude. I see everything.
Paying tribute to their fallen friend Poppy, this playing to the long-held rumor that Duke had been involved in his murder. But surprisingly, none of them would pay tribute to Get Right, which many people on Reddit would argue was actually proof that Duke wasn't one of the shooters in that case. But meanwhile, Oblock and their younger generations like TSG would make social media posts promising get back, with members of TSG announcing to the world, and probably the police, that they were already busy sliding on their ops, posting on social media, asking where the ops are, and that they must have gone into hiding knowing that Oblock was on hunting time. But who they were hunting is a completely different matter, as it seems that when it comes to the possible suspects, there are many different theories. One of the leading drill reporters in Chicago, or drill historian as he calls himself, Truth Teller TV, was one of the leading drill
do your research on Truth Teller saying Lowski was the first one to do it. Anytime they ask him, he always, one thing I can say about Truth Teller, anytime they ask him, he always tell the truth. When he always say Lowski started this shit. Lowski been doing this. Lowski did this shit. I get this shit from Lowski. So I gotta give Truth Teller his I gotta tip my hat. The folks be telling the truth on that part. But a lot of shit do be regurgitated, G. These niggas just say anything, but he be
Reporters in
He always give me my flowers. I respect that.
Chicago, or drill historian as he calls himself, Truth Teller TV, would suggest that the murder may well have been in retaliation for the murder of rapper FBG Duck, meaning that the suspects may be from the sets close by Oblock, like STL EBT, aka Tukaville, where Duck was from, or possibly Taekwon World, which has many members closely affiliated with Duck's set.
You know, it's a real war going on. It's already talk in the street that this is get back for FBG Duck. And they did this for FBG Duck. I'm not sure. I don't want to throw that out, you know. But I can tell you, it looked like they were targeted and murdered. The streets are talking, and people saying this revenge for Duck. You know?
Another YouTuber from Chicago, also known as a Jaro City original and a close friend of FBG Duck, FYB J-Main, will take to his YouTube channel to comment on the situation, racking up hundreds of thousands of views within a matter of days, and reporting on the murders with a somber tone, despite being from the rival area.
Sad day in Chicago, bro.
Bro, I was his first interview.
Oblockians lost their lives last night, bro.
Bro, the Truth Teller did about 3-4 interviews with me, G. I was his very first interview. I was Truth Teller first interview.
Due to gun violence in Chicago, bro.
We don't know what's going on,
bro. So it's kind of early to start pointing fingers and all of that. It's never a good feeling when you lose your brother, you lose somebody who close to you, you even lose somebody a friend that you could be able to call.
As those who have followed the Chicago drills,
about Patreon, or the membership is on there. Now, RIP my nigga Motor, RIP Lil CJ from Killer Ward. He was Jermaine is crazy, but it was in Hyde Park, of course. But on some shit, my membership, bro. Hey, Junior, get out my room, bro. Get out my room playing. I told you I'm working. Get out my room, little dude. Get out. Stop playing in my room, dude. Stay in your own room. My membership, the hallway should be on there. It's different tiers, folks, but you should see it. Hey, y'all, how y'all get to my membership, G?
Despite J-Main's previous involvement in the gang war as a member of a gang who was some of the main rivals of Oblock, he spent the last few years pushing peace in the Chicago drill community and trying to build bridges between people from rival gangs. He even visited Oblock himself in vlogs while attempting to repair the fractures between these two warring communities.
Do y'all homework on I got one of the original Oblockians taking me to the O right now. Let's just start here.
He dick riding. DQ ain't that old. He dick riding. Straight dick riding.
Alhamdulillah. We represent that Muslimatic, man. Represent that Muslimatic. We live here in Oblock. We got J-Main. We got DQ from Oblock. We bring it, man. We make peace. We pushing peace and prayer on purpose. Alhamdulillah. The brothers gonna make peace right here on camera.
However, not everyone was welcoming J-Main with open arms. During a subsequent visit to Oblock, he was forced to flee the scene after Oblock veteran E-Dog turned up, furious about J-Main making comments about him in interviews.
He got me on DJ. He can't do this.
Munna Duke had actually come out after this visit and dissed J-Main too, suggesting that it was disrespectful of him to pose with his cereal brand in front of King Von's mural whilst also wearing a ski mask. It's understandable why Oblock members might have felt some type of way, because before J-Main was pushing peace, he was known for pulling stunts like going to Oblock with a machine gun on him. After apparent pressure behind the scenes, J-Main would take to his channel once again, giving a chilling update on how he's been warned about pushing peace with his former rivals, given just how deadly the beef still is.
What was telling me now, J-Main, you better keep it on you now. Two Oblockians just got whacked. You even the Whoop man out here pushing this piece, and you out here trying to stop the violence the whole time. When like this happen, it's kind of a smack in the face. Do something different in my life, bro. Either you gonna respect me.
You say J-Main used to be talking about
but somewhat surprisingly, suspicions on the culprits of this double murder would also begin to fall on Oblock's former friends, Front Street, as online sleuths would claim that the person in the pictures holding the Oblock chain while wearing a ski mask was actually a Front Street member called Bawop, who, according to online detectives, is tied to at least 2 other murders, these being towards Front Street and Oblock's common enemies. The murder of Cord from STL EBT in 2021 and Lil Take from Taekwon World in 2022. Then, another leaked image would get posted on Reddit, showing another alleged member of Front Street wearing the same chain, the caption simply being a series of laughing emojis. But as the person who had posted the image would notice that it had been shared on Reddit, he would seemingly decide to delete his entire Instagram account, with the Redditors predicting that their self-snitching had made certain that they would get caught. Meanwhile, Oblock would catch wind of the rumors floating around the net, with both Ike Munna and Ocho Munna commenting on a post saying that the chain isn't Youngun's or Duke's. And in reality, it seems unlikely that anyone would spend time trying to remove a chain off someone's neck in such a public place, not knowing if the victim's friends were going to return fire at any moment. Meanwhile, other Reddit detectives have pointed out how the getaway vehicle was found burning literally right next to the Aldgeld Gardens, the home of OTF Chuckies, an Action Savage's ghoulie gang, aka Bloodbath, while their members would also post subliminal Instagram posts, like an emoji showing 2 fingers up, this seemingly implying that they had just caught 2 of their ops. If these rumors are true, this could mean that Oblock is about to face some very difficult times, and the question becomes, who would Lil Durk and his OTF affiliates side with? Their longtime friends from Oblock, who have done many things with Durk and for Durk, but who have recently lost many key members due to death or prison, or Ghoulie Gang, whose rapper Chucky is currently one of the top artists on Lil Durk's OTF label, which desperately needs somebody to bring in money now that Durk will likely stay locked up for a long time. Many people seem to think that this case could be solved any day now, if the Chicago police are just willing to allocate some of the required resources, but they often take their time, and only time will tell if anyone is going to face justice. So for now, I just want to say rest in peace to Munna Duke and Youngun, and for anybody watching this growing up in these kind of harsh environments that I'm talking about in this video, stay safe, and remember, the streets and the gang lifestyle only tends to end one of 2 ways. So don't crash out, and remember that you are worthy of a long and fulfilling life. Thanks for watching. Peace.
I'll be the first to say THF ain't on shit. On a boss, THF ain't on shit. Fuck THF. Hey, look, bro. This shit right here is... We just watched this whole video. Now, I fuck with watching it with y'all, G. But he definitely baited us, gang. Nothing he said was true. And the things that could have been kind of true is shit we already knew. And it had nothing to do about Duke. So, I gotta say... This is the reason why I hate that nigga. What's his name? Trapwell Ross. I hate him, gang. I swear to God, I hate that man. Folks, I really hate that man, folks. I've never met this nigga, G. He never did nothing to me, Slime. But I'm telling you, when I say I hate that nigga, folks, I hate that nigga, folks. I hate him, G. Folks, I really hate that nigga, folks. I hate her much as I hate this nigga Steve, the dancing ass, faggot ass nigga from motherfucking Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Goofy shit. Look at little Ted. What you swinging a belt for? You crying going to the station for? The fuck? I'll watch that another time, G. Yeah, folks. It's something else I want to watch, folks. Get back here. It wasn't Booney, but I'm gonna give my homie a play, dog. 20-year nigga right here.
Broski say ready to crash, I told him I think it's a lot online. Niggas do shit I don't like, I turn my slime up every time. Back on track with them threats, we bliss and shit. We speak on one of mine. I'm from that block, we see them lights, we call it 12 on my side. Niggas do shit I don't like, I turn my slime up every time. Back on track with them threats, we bliss and shit. We speak on one of mine. I'm from that block, we see them lights.
That's aggression, bro.
We call it 12 on my side. My bitch 290, she sucking my dick. She like when I look in her eyes. We sliding that track out G. We flying, we going up damn round. They go for the legs. Every time we hit blocks, we hit their head every time. Hope y'all don't think it's shake that ass time. We get back every time. AP on my wrist is a one-on-one. I do it for thing and I do it for fun. Caught a case, they thought it was done. You should've seen their face when I wasn't. Deal pants, they 41. Let me pop my shit on these little niggas. Spent 100,000 on fashion, gave another 50-30 cause that's my nigga. Had to grow fast, my uncle was one of them ones. I ain't gonna lie, he was that nigga. About 13, I was taking his weed, going to school, yeah, trying to be a killer. Me, Boogie, D-Thing, and Skrilla in school, I ain't gonna lie, we popping jiggers. Walk with the hawk to go get her with smiling, yeah, rest in peace to my nigga. Then I became the G in my hood, Gotti told me how to run these streets. Then I started picking up 2-2-3s, me and Broski was trying to catch a beat. Can't tell me shit about these streets, I'm a say nothing, baby, you know where I be. I'm say nothing, baby, you know where I be. Yeah. Broski say ready to crash, I told him I think it's a lot on the line. Niggas do shit I don't like, I turn my slime up every time. Back on track with them threats, we bliss and shit. We speak on one of mine. I'm from that block, we see them lights. We call it 12 on my side. My bitch 290, she sucking my dick. She like when I look in her eyes. We sliding that truck out G. We flying, we going up damn round. They go for the legs, every time we hit blocks, we hit their head every time. Hope y'all don't think it's shake that ass time.
That boy drove through the war, give us a shout out, love, folks. That boy, hey, I ain't gonna say why, but Booney know what he did. You know why he put that little clip in.
Hope y'all don't think it's shake that ass time. We get back every time.
K-Man Production.
She on my side. My bitch 290, she sucking my dick. She like when I look in her eyes. We sliding that track out G. We flying, we going up damn.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but only real splackers of Auburn, Gresham, and partially Inglewood know why he put this clip in there. I ain't gonna say a fucking word. He ain't do it, but real niggas know. Real niggas know why he put that clip up there. That's that same church I told you about. Bah! Shot that shotgun, and that my cousin, he shot that shotgun, and that old lady dropped all her groceries right here in front of the church. I got hit by a car right here, in front of right there in the middle of that street, G. I got smacked by a car. On the G, they put my
legs every time we hit blocks, we hit their head every time. Hope y'all don't think it's shake that ass time. We get back every time.
K-Man Production.
No son took Lil Fred pipe, G. They at the gas station center today. You know that. Down the street from Prestige. You know that. You know that. Anybody got a reaction y'all want to send in or something? Folks can't keep your name out their mouth since you left them behind.
Hey, my love.
They hide this from you. I bet they do. I cut a lot of motherfuckers off. I'll watch that video later. Spenzo. Oh my God. I forgot all about this dude.
What's up, kids? Let's learn our ABCs.
Come sing along with us. A is for apple.
Apple. B is for bus. Bus.
C is for cat.
Cat.
Shit. Good job, Phil. Good job. What you gonna put that default?
Oh, my mama. See, that little shit back there poking, wasn't it?
Man, my baby mama keep asking me about this. I'm like, God damn.
Send it money, broke ass nigga.
I will kill you for real, ho. I promise you to God that. I promise you to God.
1.
Oh, my mama. I'll kill you for real, ho.
3.
Hey, real nigga. Go smoking a blunt, bro.
6. 7.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. I told you, come on. Mm-hmm. Let's stop. Let's get back in. Let's ride. Let's ride. Boot up. Let's ride. Yeah, come on.
Boot up. Go ahead to get that boot.
Shark do 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 baby shark do 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 baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 mom.
Ah, shit. Cut.
What's up?
Geek the fuck up. That woman been geeked. Oh, my mama. Folks when that bitch geek. It's dead. That's a dead bitch. Yeah, boy, that milk boy got nigga fucked up. I'm afraid I don't know what to do with it. Bro, I know he fucking them hoes. Folks that do them street videos, I know he be cracking them hoes. Bro, he did 4 videos of this bitch so she pregnant by a trick. We're gonna watch this one day. I fuck with, gee, it's 2 Midwest teams, folks. Well, I look at Oklahoma as the South, but you know what I'm saying. It's 2, they on paper Midwest teams, folks. So father shot and killed. Tricks of the trade. Blade tails, all type of shit. I'm gonna start doing reaction shit like that though. If I don't see no, it's really 1 o'clock in the morning, folks. I would stay on longer, G, but like I used to do back in the day. But remember, niggas was donating the whole time, though. You feel me? But if I would stay on all night like I used to, G. If niggas was like donating and shit, like remember I didn't even have no video. Niggas couldn't even see. Niggas couldn't even see what I'm looking at. Niggas used to pay me to react to shit. They couldn't see me even react. They couldn't even see the shit react to. Now we got all this set up, G, and it's just crazy. Damn, Lowski, you thought it would shake that ass time? I know that. Yeah, I got the fuck smacked at me by that car. How did you get smacked by a car? It's a long story, folks. Lowski, retail your hood stores. I have a plenty. I told y'all a lot. If you donate, I'll tell you. There's a lot I told you about, a lot I didn't tell you about. Killing them. Gunman shoot car up and leaving driver shop all the time. Slumped over Memorial Day. It's a lot of that, boy. Welcome to Chicago. Oh my God, that's fucking Columbia. I know that's some bad shit. This bitch looked so decent in the thumbnail. We clicked that thumbnail, we clicked that shit, she was not decent. We done damn near ended here, man. You say your price is too high, gang. What? Crazy. No. My price too high is crazy.
Tell me that you love me, I tell you that I love you. We both know that ain't true. No one can tell me about you but God. Sweet ain't left me by the spiritual rich. She ain't feel the same, but we both know that ain't true. I'd be lying if I said that shit didn't hurt me. Woman can't make me do nothing if that bitch ain't birthed me. Don't let my dog be Jane, he died. Bro,
you know I know what's going on. I'm focused on work, yeah.
Phone tell the security, don't search me. Walked in with 13 guns. I don't want the baby moms, but I really want the son. Treat the other just like he mine for real. My pops ain't have a bun. Look, mama, we were #1 last year. Don't panic, look what I become.
Usually my reaction to dub. Just for tonight, I take it to I do it for 10.
I seen so many.
That was the reaction. Let's get it.
Niggas changed so many times. They got fake niggas on replays. You know the love to spin, I call him DJ. He got a dog, he'll be 44 years old on this release day. Niggas trade, I'm up this son of a bitch. My pop ain't D-Wade. I've been changed. I be on Percocet cause I'm in pain. I bought a watch, you can't get no dime. From me. Tell me that you love me, I tell you that I love you. We both know that ain't true. No one can tell me my truth but God. Switch ain't left me by the spiritual reach. She ain't feel the same, but we both know that ain't true. I be lying if I said that shit didn't hurt me. Women can't make me do nothing if that bitch ain't birthed me. Don't let my dog be young, he died off fake perky. Promoters know we want fun till the security don't say shit.
That shit went up, didn't it?
Bro, let me borrow some money. You might need how much you need, bro. I'ma go and fuck it up. And on the call, when I ever need more. Just cause a nigga kill him. They don't make him a real one. He break bread with hoes, he ain't fuck yet. Won't take care of children, my guys. And
I feel like we got tricked with that video. They set me free. I feel like we got tricked with that
prosecutors hating on us. Drop bars waiting on us. Got more rounds than they brung. He really know I'm lying. He really know you lying. Tell me that you love me. I tell you that I love you. We both know that ain't true. No one can tell me my truth but God. A bitch ain't left me by the spiritual reach.
Ain't talking no long dumbass video either, folks. Them long videos the same way it'd be extra 20, it'd be extra 10. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't feel the same, but we both know that ain't true. I be lying if I said that shit didn't hurt me. Women can't make me do nothing if that bitch ain't birthed me. Don't let my dog be young, he died off fake perky. Promoters know we want fun till the security don't search me.
My favorite Rollo Rodriguez is this right here, folks. This is my shit, folks. I don't think Junior was born. Bro, I remember when they had this sound on fucking Snapchat. I had that video, G. Bro, I gotta find it. I don't know if it's on this phone, probably my other Snapchat. Oh, that video is funny as hell. That's my shit, folks. That bitch put the ice on the ice.
For the judge, for the police, for the picture, I won't come back. Public hollering 100,000 on the new school, and I'ma drop back. $1 million needed, ho, stay in the hill, she blow the stop back. Ride the street, take niggas out, clutch and pistol on the right. You fuck first night, ho, stop playing, be strange, I understand. You fuck first night, ho, stop playing, I ain't paying your bills. It is what it is, what it was, it wasn't what it ain't. I said this shit for real.
Well, this ain't the youngest old nigga we have seen. Hey, folks, that nigga like he about 50 in the face. Let's see how old he is, gang. Let me see, folks. I gotta see this for my own. Bro, somebody else look. He only 31. Folks, my man a couple years old, younger than me. And he looks like he could be my father. Nah, I'm not gonna play him like that. G. Foley old as hell though. Your birthday September the 30th. He a fucking the fuck is folks. He a Libra. He was almost a Virgo. V's he Aquarius. I don't know, they got all these niggas in the same shit. This nigga May 11th, he a Taurus. That's how you know ESTG a fucking lie. Hold on. Alexa, the Virgo season starts when?
From astrology.com. In the Western Tropical Zodiac, Virgo season begins on August 23rd, commencing the final phase of summer in the Northern Hemisphere.
Bro, No Cap was almost a Virgo. He 3 days short of being a Virgo. That's why I fuck with No Cap. This bitch ass nigga Quando Rondo a Pisces. I already know young boy ass. He a Libra or fucking Scorpio. All these niggas are Aquarius and shit. Why is he be fat as a what? He's a Gemini. Of course he is.
Fucking guys, fuck they blues who now we ain't pad being all blues, bill my pack and walking around with ad green. Lot of nigga in the room, probably be the broke. All he had was a dime, he went and bought him a stroke. Swear I'm tired of seeing my nigga pants, I did a no look. These niggas rats and I don't know how to tell, cause I be so. I just need somebody laying on them. I'm feeling numb, I can't move my bones.
Miss Espy, I thought you was asleep.
I'm stuck in my ways, yeah. $1 million nigga still fuck the shit with minimum wage. Catch an ass slim and bullet shots like he finna bathe. Clean the house and see the second and pulled up in the mini maid. I know that was round 3 niggas down just trying to ride the wave. Nah, for real, we hit, we rhyme clip like we forgot the shade. Can't be lacking cause I got too much steak. A1 said she wanna be my bitch this year, I read a fuck ass and baby.
September 30th is not a cap, a sash. September 30th? That's Leo, what the fuck? I mean, that's not Leo, I said Libra. How the fuck I'm asleep when you said post up? Who did I say was August the 30th? I think I said April. October the 20th, that's NBA Youngboy. I believe he's a Libra. Quando Rondo is a Pisces. September 30th, that's Libra. He's a Libra. That's Rollo Rodriguez. Rollo Rodriguez is September the 30th. You're Libra. Sagittarius is December, girl.
Spread him out in traffic, hit his pants and watch Chicago. Can we fuck on low? Nobody know. Can we go with the motion on posters and your close friends?
I know that's club.
I'm from where a nigga kill you and help you get big. I'm from where you need smoke and help your mom pay for the phone, no bed. I don't really care about room or whip, but I don't even care about coon on bed. She left me on red like Trump, hit the back trap beat like Metro Boom.
Yo, wait, girl, you probably got a desk job.
They don't time out when I said, fuck the judge, fuck the police, fuck the picture, I won't cop back. Public hollering 100,000 on the new school, and I'ma drop back. $1 million needed, ho, stay in the hill, she blow the stop back. Why the street take niggas out, clutch a pistol on the right. Before first night, ho, stop playing, exchange ass, yeah. Before first night, ho, stop playing, I ain't paying y'all, bitch. It is what it is, what it was, it wasn't what it ain't. I said this shit for real, I won't back, cut on the drink. Nobody.
Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah, this my favorite. I got this.
Leave.